Hi Aries, welcome to September 2018. This is a dynamic month for you. Your ruling planet Mars is moving forward. He re-enters Aquarius on the 10th, and this is good news because you can start feeling like things are moving forward in your life here in September. Not that sluggish feeling that you may have been feeling in August when Mars was retrograde and Mercury was retrograde. Well, Mercury is on the move too this month. And the good news is he's making a gorgeous grand Earth trine with Saturn in Capricorn and Uranus in Taurus. And it goes exact on September 7th. And it's also part of the Virgo New Moon on the 9th, which is excellent for you. And more good news is Saturn goes direct on September 6th. So with the planets moving forward now, there's going to be forward movement in your life, in your work, in your career, in your personal life, anything that you've been working on. Now's the time to launch. Now's the time to begin something new. I like to do it right after a new moon, and you always want to launch something new between a new moon and a full moon. Now, with Saturn moving direct on the 6th, in that area of your destiny in the world, your reputation in the world, your outward contribution to society. So even if you're retired, you still have a destiny in the world. And with Saturn moving direct now in this area, any of you that have been wanting to, move up in what you're doing, move up in your career, move up in your business, launch something new, now is the time to do it. And there's something else happening here with you, Aries, that's very important. And it has to do with Saturn. Saturn represents our karma, and the karma we're here to work out. Jupiter and Mercury represent how we work that karma out. With Saturn moving direct now in this area of what you do in the world, your reputation in the world, your status in the world, your profession, this is a time where you could be getting rewarded for all of the work you've been putting into whatever you're doing. Saturn examines and tests all of us, even astrologers. We all live under the stars. So no one is exempt, including myself. And so we all get challenged by Saturn. And in Capricorn, he is really doling out the karma this year and next year and so on. So if you've been paying your dues, if you've been doing the work, if you've been in your integrity, if you've been working hard at whatever you do, you're going to get the reward now. And the whole world is watching, because with Saturn in this position in your chart, all eyes are on you and whatever it is you're doing. So there's a lot of pressure because you can feel like the curtain has lifted and now it's showtime. And if you studied hard and you know your lines and you know your marks and you're ready to perform and do your job, you're going to be rewarded at this time. You're going to see the abundance, you're going to get the promotion, you're going to get that long-awaited reward if you've done the work. If you haven't done the work, Saturn's going to let you know. Or if you're off the mark, if you're supposed to be standing here, but you're standing over here, Saturn's going to be, what are you doing over there when you're supposed to be over here? Why are you wasting time on this when you want to be over here? Saturn is the one that delivers us to what we want. And he does it by stripping us of the baloney and the junk and the distractions and things that are no longer on our path. And so if you're finding out here in September that, there's things you need to let go of, there's things you need to really put aside, you want to do it because there's so much forward movement now for you. The energy, your energy is up here in September. You're ready to launch. You're ready to move forward. If you wait, I like when the moon is in Sagittarius right after the Virgo New Moon, and then the moon goes into Libra, Scorpio, and then it's in Sagittarius. I think it's that Friday, right around the 14th of September, is a great time to launch something new. Because Sagittarius takes things far and wide. And whatever it is you're launching, if it's something you're launching to the masses, you need them to be ready for what you're launching. So it's not just our timing and where we're ready, which is critical, but it's also your audience, your customers, your clients, your patients, your colleagues, your coworkers. They will be most receptive when the moon is in Sagittarius. And when the moon is in fire signs, the mass consciousness is better. The moon represents the mass consciousness. And so, being the astrologer, we know these things. And so, what I'm saying is, you've got this gorgeous grand earth trine with Mercury in Virgo to Saturn in this area of your destiny in the world, to Uranus in the area of what you love and value, your money. And so this can be a very prosperous time for you. And it is time to take action. It is time to move forward. It is time to go after what it is that you want. And if you've been doing the work, you're going to find that the rewards are coming in now in September, October, November, and so on. Now, the Virgo New Moon is this new opportunity, and it's in the area of your work. And it's in the area of your health and your lifestyle, your service to the world, and it's in positive energy flow with Pluto in the area of your destiny in the world. So for some of you, you are getting a promotion. You are being moved up in what you do. You are being seen as someone that is innovative as well as practical, and that you're willing to work in the system. You're not trying to blow up the system. You want to work in the system and improve things so that those higher ups can see that you are someone to be counted on, because you're not only creative, but you're also responsible. And that's the Saturn-Uranus that's been going on in 2017 in the fire signs. Now it's in the earth, which is prosperity, well-being, health, and Virgo rules health. Your wealth is in your health. If you don't feel good, nothing matters. I had to stop and slow down. This is why I couldn't do August, because I was exhausted. And, I can't be out here teaching people to take care of themselves and practice extreme self-care if I'm not walking my talk. And so, Neptune is opposing this Virgo New Moon. So if you're having any water retention, or if there's something going on with the fluids in your body, you really want to pay attention to your health, because this is our new moon that is all about work and health and taking care of ourselves. And so you want to make sure that you're doing that. And it's also a really good energy for creativity and spirituality, taking time to meditate, taking time to connect with source, connect with your inner being out in nature, walking barefoot on the earth. Virgo is that earth sign that connects us to purity. It connects us to healing and being on purpose, being in our passion, being in our purpose. And that's good news. And so you are inspired to try something new here this month as well. It's really strong the first 2 weeks of the month with this Mercury trine Saturn and Uranus, which is also in the Virgo New Moon. And, it's inspiring you to take a risk, take a chance, put yourself out there, And, by doing that, you're going to get the rewards, especially if you've done the work, you've done the homework, and you're going to see, that things are really moving forward for you in a way that you've been waiting for almost since your birthday in April, because Saturn went retrograde April 17th. So we started slowing down there, in April, late April, late Aries in April, and now he's moving direct. And so for some of you, you may have felt like, you've been just trudging uphill this year, climbing the mountain in the area of your career and creativity. And, now you can see the top of the mountain. Now you can see the path ahead. Things are opening up for you. It feels easier. It's less stressful. Now, there's another story going on in here this month that's really interesting too. And at the Virgo New Moon, Venus enters Scorpio. And she's doing this dance with Mars, because Mars is right at the beginning of Aquarius. He's right, he's late Capricorn, and then he moves into Aquarius on the 10th. And Venus and Mars are being challenged by each other, and Uranus is T-squaring both of them. So, for some of you, you could find there's this instant attraction to someone here in September, and it's chemical. Squares are not always bad. I don't think they're bad. I think they're challenging, but they compel us to action. And when you talk about relationships or love or people coming together, they create a lot of chemistry. And if you don't have chemistry, there's no attraction. If we're not physically attracted to someone, then it's just a sibling relationship. It's another pal. And so this is, chemistry. This is physical attraction here. So for some of you, you could be meeting someone and that you're really attracted to. The challenge is, though, is that, they could be involved with someone else and they don't tell you because Uranus is in here too, and then you find out and then you're disappointed. Or it could be, for some of you where it's one-sided, where the relationship is you're really into it, but they're not as into it as you, or they're really into it, but you're not really into it. And so it's going to be an interesting dynamic of how this plays out with all of us. For you, it is in the area of shared resources and sex, as well as the area of friends and your goals. Now, another thing too here is someone might owe you money. And, this is about you, letting them know it's time to pay up. The bill is due, and it's very strong for you this month of other people helping you achieve your goals, other people owing you something so that it's time for them to pay up. And, you want to stick to your guns on that this month. So if people owe you money or they owe you something, the bill is due here in September. Thank you. And what's really interesting this month is the full moon on the 24th is, the sun moves into Libra on the 21st, the 22nd. Mercury moves into Libra on the 21st. And then we have the Libra equinox on the 22nd. Happy fall in the northern hemisphere. Boo-hoo for us, right? And happy spring in the southern hemisphere. Yeah, you guys. And then we have the Aries full moon on the 24th. Now, this full moon is interesting because you have the moon right at the beginning of Aries, and it's coupled with Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. Chiron acts like a planet in our astrology. He's the bridge between Saturn and Uranus. And Chiron and the moon are on one side, and the sun and Mercury are on the other, and they're all being T-squared by Saturn and the asteroid Vesta. So this is bringing up all, relationship stuff, relationship issues, what's going on in our relationships, what's going on with our health, what's going on if there's, are we carrying any pain in our body, any pain going on in your heart, any pain. Maybe there's, at this time we're not feeling as confident or validated by other people, appreciated. This is going to be an issue. And what I find interesting, with Saturn, he's the tester. So he's testing all of us. He's on the move now. And he's at about, 3 degrees Capricorn. And so he's in there and he's testing you. He's testing what you're doing. This is your full moon. You get 1 new moon a year, 1 full moon a year. He's testing you. He's testing what you're doing. He's testing your relationships. He's bringing up where we're out of balance. For me in August, it was my health. I was really tired after the academy that I've created, which went awesome, but it took everything I had, and there was nothing left. And so I really had to chill it out here in August. And, so things come at a cost. There's no such thing as free. And so my cost was I didn't get to do the August, which is my favorite because I'm a Leo, and so I didn't even get to do my own birthday. And so, bummer. But anyways, I cried in my cereal as much as I could. And with Saturn here, he's really testing you. So, it is about looking at your relationships and, where are they out of balance? Are you too into somebody and you're not receiving what you're supposed to be receiving? Or are you, your partner going, hey, what about me? You're so involved with yourself, or you're so involved in your work. What about us? What about me? So that is going to be brought to your attention, by your full moon on the 24th. Now, another thing too is, this is a really good time to launch. This is a month where you're going to be offered things. You're going to be presented with opportunities to work with others, partner with others, get a promotion if you work for someone else. The higher ups are really liking on you, Aries. By the Aries full moon, you're going to see what's true and what's not true. And this is why I appreciate Saturn so much, because when he challenges like this is a turning point. September is also bringing a turning point. It's a call to action. And when Saturn's like this, he's asking for you, Aries, to really look at the opportunities in your life. How valid are they? How true are they? Because yes, Pluto is trining the Virgo New Moon, but Neptune is opposing it. And so for some of us, we're going to find that maybe this deal isn't as good as I thought it was. Maybe what these people are offering me really isn't as awesome as I thought it was, because Neptune also brings fantasy and illusion. And so, we can get caught up in something and think like, oh wow, this is really great, this is going to be amazing. And then Saturn comes along at the Aries full moon and goes, wait a minute, let's take a deeper look here. Let's really look at what's going on here. Now, Pluto is offering that too at the Virgo New Moon, because Pluto's trining that moon. And Jupiter is sextiling that moon. And Jupiter and Pluto in harmony. So, there are, balancing energies in here that are speaking to, clarity, looking deeper. And with Jupiter and Scorpio, it is about narrowing the focus and going deeper. When he gets into Sagittarius, then we can really expand the horizons. And that happens on November 8th, I believe. And so here is your opportunity to really refine and know for sure what's working, what isn't working. Now, with Saturn squaring the Sun in Libra and the Mercury in Libra, there can also be a challenge on making a decision. So, or you're working with people that can't make a decision, where, you're waiting on someone to make a decision, and they keep saying, well, I can't make that decision right now, And so be patient. Saturn rewards patience and perseverance. And we may not know everything. And, so you want to be aware of not only what's going on with you, but what's going on with others. But this is a time where people want to connect with you. People want to help you. People want to socialize with you. They do see your leadership. They do see your ability to get things done, to be positive, to be inspiring, to be uplifting, and they want to be around that. They need that in their life. And other people want to help you accomplish your goals, which is really good in what I'm seeing here this month. And, there's some challenges, but it's nothing like August or July. The eclipses are done. The planets are moving forward. Even Pluto moves direct on the 30th. So you have Mars back in Aquarius, moving forward. Mercury is flying forward. He moves into Virgo on the 5th, then he moves into Libra on the 22nd. This is good for signing deals. This is good for making contracts. This is good for business and commerce. And then you have Saturn moving direct on the 6th. See all this forward movement? And especially with the heavyweights, Saturn and Pluto. This is really good news. And so, for you, if, you're available for love, it really is on for you, especially with that Mars, Venus, Uranus thing going on. It's really strong here, the 8th through the 18th. And, there's going to be a lot of chemistry. So for those of you that are, dating or open to new relationship, it could be really hot. It could be like, whoa, I am like attracted to this person. And the weird thing could be maybe they're very different than you. Maybe there's an age difference, but if you're feeling that spiritual connection, that soulmate connection, as well as the physical connection, you want to pursue this. And if it passes the test at the Aries full moon, you've got something, you got something happening here that could be amazing and awesome. So be open, because things are really happening for you here in September. For those of you coupled, you want to make sure that you are, available to your partner, listening to your partner, because your partner really wants to see you succeed. Your partner really wants for you to win and be successful. So, they really want to team up with you. And if things get a little dramatic at the Aries full moon, sometimes it's good to just blow off steam. Sometimes it's good to just like lay your cards on the table, and then you feel better, because then it's out there and there's no more guessing, and there's no more, trying to figure out what the other person's really feeling or thinking. Everybody's going to let each other know. and but their heart is in it, and they want for you to succeed. Money looks excellent for you. There's money coming to you, and Venus and Jupiter are in that area of other people's money, other people giving you money, other people supporting you, people that owe you money paying you now. If a pay raise was due you, it can come in September. If a bonus was owed to you, it will come in here in September. There's also money that can come to you through, being innovative or creative. And that is available for you too. And Venus and Jupiter, they're going to be in this area until they move into Sagittarius. And Venus is going to camp out there next month, because she is going to retrograde in Scorpio starting October 5th. And so she's going to camp out in the money house for you, which is good and good news. Career is on fire. If you've done the work, if you've paid your dues, you're moving up now and you're being rewarded. This is a month of reward for you, and it's exciting. Now spiritually, you want to take that time to meditate, especially around that Virgo new moon, where you take time for yourself. Really listen to the body. The body is the messenger. How are you feeling? How are you doing? How well are things going for you? You want to really be listening and, doing the balance thing, because Saturn's really going to show you at your Aries full moon where you're out of balance. if you've been pushing your body too hard, if you've not been taking good care of your health, if you've not been loving on you, and too focused on goals or too focused on to the next thing, because you've got a lot of energy this month to move things forward, and there's a lot of good things happening for you. This is an awesome month, Aries, and you have a lot to look forward to. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plusing my videos. Aries, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps to support the channel, and it also lets you know when I am going to upload. So until next time, Aries, there's good news for you in September, and your rewards are on the way.